I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how much you work on yourself. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. There are times when anything that can happen will happen.
Welcome, Wayne. Good to see you again. This is Wayne Williams from Frameworks. Wayne I've known for a long time. He's a great community guy. He's helped me a lot over the years with one thing or another, with the gates, fencing, balconies, anything like that. Electric gates. Wayne does it all, and he's very good. He's a perfectionist. He's not the fastest, but that means he's the best because he takes his time. He don't mess about. So for me, we've used Wayne for a long time. I've known him a lot of years, and he's a good guy. We've got another little guest here, Mark from SOS Advanced. He's just come in to fill the numbers. Really, we might have something to say.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Mark is another good friend of mine, part of the executive board, and one of the reasons actually why we set the executive board up was playing Ludo in lockdown at Mark's house. And the story's been said many times, but he had a little rickety Ludo board. Okay. It was Jamaican style.
The style of it.
And it was wood. It was wood. It was authentic. Yeah, it was. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, we played on that rickety board, and we had such a laugh. I mean, we had a really good time. And in lockdown, it was hard to see people laughing and giggling. Everybody seemed a bit sad and down. We went to his house. We got some rum. Well, we had a lot of rum. We had rice peas, chicken, dumplings. We had some nice music in the background, and we started playing, and we were just laughing and laughing. So it was a good time. So off the back of that was when the little moment came into my head, and I thought, yeah, we need to do something about this and get this into the community. Mm-hmm. Spoke to the boys. We decided that we'd hold a party, and the rest is history. Yeah. So anyway, Wayne, I want you just to give us a little brief intro into what your business does. I know you've worked in the community in other fields before.
Yes.
And you've helped my business in many things, but you've also helped the executive board. You've sponsored a few things. You've sponsored the scratch card not once but twice, which is really generous of you. Mm-hmm. And we appreciate that a lot. Because
yes.
It's good to see our people actually wanting to help our people. Mm-hmm. It's a great feeling. So tell the people what you're about, please.
Yes, I will. Thank you for the opportunity, Randolph.
You're welcome.
Yes, so I mean, basically my business, Frameworks, started 20 years ago.
Right.
From day one, I knew I didn't want to be a big company because, it was all about having a brand for my company.
Yeah.
And, retaining my customers.
Yeah.
I see my customers as families. Okay, so what I give them is exactly what I give for myself as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, they choose their style and design, but in terms of quality, I don't mix my quality. It's of a very high standard.
I'll vouch for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it's a time-consuming product, and it can be quite expensive. Okay, so there is that issue with it, which means the market it's got its limitations.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is willing to make the sacrifice.
No.
But for the ones that does, I'm happy.
I'm very happy.
I'm very happy to, to serve them.
Yeah.
We as I said, we've been going for 20 years, and we're still quite strong out there. Yeah. But we're still a small business. Okay.
Electric gates.
Electric gates. We do. It's fabrication. It's a fabrication business. So we will do anything that involves welding, steel.
Yeah.
But mainly it's gates and railings. That's the core
business. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So.
Just another thing, tell me a little bit about what you've done within the community, because I know you was on the board in Huddersfield a while back.
Yes, well, I mean, I always feel a little bit, how do you say it? that I want to give back to. I'd like to give something back into my community.
Yeah.
And I think back in the day, when our community was less affluent, I say that because now I think a lot of the younger generations have been to second generation, since our parents came from the West Indies, been to university and have all got good jobs. It's nowhere near as difficult for them as it was for the elders back in the day. But I think back in the day, the community was closer knit. People relied on each other more for
I agree with that.
Entertainment and
What do you think, Mark?
support.
That's the way it was. And when we were small, we grew up, and you knew other people in the community. They were close to you. They were close to your parents. They even had an influence on you, and so it was better. But as you say, things have developed, and is it in this next generation? I would say less.
Well, I think we've got more affluent.
Yeah.
And I think we've just drifted. We don't see. A lot of our younger people now don't see themselves as black British. They see themselves as a British person, and they want to live their life in
their own thing.
Yeah,
But I feel personally that when we were young, our parents, and this is why we talk about it takes a village, and one of the reasons why, and I've said it on many occasions, and I'll say it again and again, that I go to as many funerals as I go to in a year, is to pay my respects to the family. But definitely pay my respects to the elders, because they're the people that influenced me and watched me when I was a kid. Some of them I wouldn't even know that they're watching me. But as kids, like you say, our elders, whether they were from Jamaica, Nevis, wherever, St. Lucia, Dominica, they worked together. And we, the second generation, I believe, has let their side down, and I've said that again and again, because we're not as integrated and helpful to each other as what they were.
No.
And maybe that's partly down to hardship. It's down to hardship. Because, and I say hardship because they need every little bit of ounce of togetherness and unity to get through what they have to go through.
They did,
Whereas we have come a little bit, we take it for granted.
Exactly.
And we don't have the hardships of what they have. So absolutely. I don't really have to rely on you so much, and you don't have to rely on me because we know what we're about, and we've got respect, etc.
Yeah, we've got some community cohesion, but it's in small pockets. Like whereas at that time, as you say, from any island, a lot of them went to the similar area, Chapeltown in Leeds, different areas. In Manchester and Birmingham and so forth, and as you said, people have become more affluent. They've moved out into the nicer areas, and the community centre, which might be central, isn't used in the same way.
Dispersed, they've got broken down. But the other thing, when I was a kid, I remember looking on the buses, and all you saw was black people, women and men, going to work early, so they all talk to each other. Probably not everybody talked to each other.
Now they're all in the cars.
Now they're all broke up into the cars.
They're all in the cars.
So it was a different ball game, and I think we've lost that.
We have.
And can something be done to kind of re-engage that? Do you think, or do you think
that's why we're trying to do what we're trying here with the card, with the work that we do at Dominican Association, where we celebrated the Jamaican independence in Dublin. I ain't bothered. Well, it could be it could have been African independence. The point is that get black people together, get them working together, get them doing business together, and get those who were just doing normal jobs to think, where will I go to get my printing? Where do I go to get my gates? Where do I go to get my medicine or something that's going to help me? Look to our people. That
is the problem, though, isn't it? We're not aware of individuals in our community who are excelling in given areas. We don't supply our own, service our own communities.
No.
I mean, I have to be honest. Most of my sales go to the English community, or even to the Asian community. Very little go to the black community.
So sad.
And we're not sourcing from our.
We're not looking, but the thing is, we're not also looking, because I'm not being funny, but everybody knows everybody in Bradford, or in Leeds, or in Huddersfield. Everybody knows. So if you really wanted to find an electrician, a black electrician, I use Derek Clark. If I needed to find a black paint and decorator, well then I'm going to go. I've got all these people around me, and I've found them. But it would have been easier if we had a business forum where we've got businesses that know business, but also to understand that it's important to use our own people. What I always hear from our people about using me or using the local food shop that has opened and closed so many times. Our people have opened food shops, hair shops. They've lasted 2 minutes. And the reason why they've lasted 2 minutes is because the Asians are selling the same product at 5p cheaper. Or they're selling the hair product at 5p cheaper. And our people will not think, well, let me go support my own people. They'll say, well, I'm going to the Asian man, or I'm going to the Chinese man, or I'm going to the white man. Our business has been the same. It's out 98% of our business, even probably 99%, is white dominated. And I've been going 34 years. My business is not built on my own people.
But I've only just found out about Mark today, and I mean, his product is essential, for
health,
for our community. You know what I'm saying? Everyone in the community should know about his business.
But it's having a forum, or like if I wanted Gates, it's if I could go somewhere and look at something that's got black businesses in, then that could be my first choice. I'll go there. If I didn't know Rand, I need some printing done, and Rand's in there. So okay, great. I'm going to contact this person. But because our community is dispersed and we don't have a forum, we don't have, you could say, a website or something that brings us together, you go to the closest one to you or someone else, But I think there's an opportunity. There must be, because we're in business.
It's amazing that no one's created it. Because when I worked at the Jamaica National in Huddersfield, that was one of the biggest things I found. The people that I got to meet who had, really good jobs in big positions, and I had no idea, that these, black people were doing so well in these jobs,
They've tried to do things nationally for black businesses, but I haven't come across a local one that incorporates, all the people within a city or something like that.
That's right.
But as you said, it's an opportunity.
It is.
If somebody picks that up and says, well, I can do this. Because if you've got a business, you can afford to pay to promote your business.
Absolutely.
But one of the next things we will definitely do is we've advertised a lot of businesses in the booklets for the Dominican Association. You advertise in there. We've had other people advertising there.
We advertise.
You do. Shane, an architect, does. Junior upholsterer, he's a black guy who's done upholstery for over 30 years. He does all cars and everything, and he's fantastic. So there's a lot, and Nigel Skinner, there's quite a lot of black businesses in there. But I might just turn it into some kind of directory. On the next one, we'll create a directory and literally name, telephone number, website, cameraman James. We'll put everybody on there that we know as a directory in the actual booklet, and say to each person. But Wayne, thank you for coming, and we would like you to do the scratch card number 11, so the 11th month that we're doing, and we'll ask you to do exactly what we ask every guest to do, which is, we're just going to go into the draw for month 11, and we're going to get Wayne to pick a number, as we always do. We'll let you pick a card first. I had a pound note.
That's my supermarket. I'm sure they got it.
Somebody stole that pound. Has he taken it back?
There it is.
Yeah, that pound. Alright, Wayne, so this is a pound draw, scratch card, sorry, which generates £20.
Okay.
Pick one, whichever you want.
I'm going to go to the end. I'm not going to be like Mark. One is turn over here.
Yeah, turn it over, that's no problem. That's the pound one. And then the £5 one, which generates the £100. We'll do it again. Again, take your pick.
Again, I'll go to the end.
Okay. Cool. And then the big one, the £200 one. Let's split it up. Split it again. You take your pick out of that, whichever you want.
Right, we'll go to the
The middle, right. Okay. So now we've got Wayne who has picked the 3 cards out. Again, we're going to go to the pound, which generates a £20. So the first prize winner, please, Wayne, if you don't mind. The cameraman will always come over and get a close up. We want total transparency. Don't want any of our people thinking that we're doing anything wrong.
Right, we ready?
Okay, we've got this board here. What number have you got? No chance.
28.
No way.
28.
I know that number. SOS Advanced.
So
Can't believe it, Mark.
I'm a winner. What did I win?
£20. You've won £20 this time.
Well, I would like to donate that to the community.
you owe me a fiver.
Keep it going, you'll be on a run.
To be fair, Mark, you've won before and you've donated to the community. So
Yeah.
you've been quite a...
We're all here for the community, aren't we?
I love that.
Are we good to go?
That's the spirit.
Let's go into the £100, the £5 one. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Oh, he's won again. Is that number 34?
Number 34.
Yeah, that's Byron, look. Unity Boxing.
That's
the one.
excellent.
That's
And what has he won, £100?
£100.
Because last time he won and he donated it back.
Yeah?
He actually donated it back. I don't know if he'll donate £100. Byron, if you're listening, £100. I kind of know that you do a lot of community work, so if it goes back into your coffers, I'm not going to be upset. So, right, let's go for the big one.
Right, we're good to go.
Big £200 winner. Let's go. Who's won it? Not Wayne, please. Health is wealth, my favourite saying.
Number 18.
16?
16.
Black Health for them.
Oh, excellent.
They've had a win before. This is a second win.
Wow.
Not
£200.
on the £200 ever. I think they won either £20 or £100. This is
good.
And that's fantastic because that again is going straight into the community. So fantastic, Wayne. Well done. You've picked out some good numbers there.
I'll do my best.
So thank you to Wayne for coming along and giving his time and explaining to us what it does in the community. It'd be really good if our community can get behind some of these businesses and support our people to go forward, because it's so important that we help each other.
I need you to look at that sickness that's going on in your life right now, whatever it is. I want you to say, I can beat it. I can beat it. I will beat it. I must. I got a family to live for. I ain't through yet. My life ain't over yet. There's some things in life you don't need no degree for. You don't need no money for it. You don't need no support for it. There's some things in life you just gonna get through when you tell yourself, I'm gonna get through this.
Regardless of what happens to you in life, regardless of the adversity, regardless of the opposition, regardless of the trial and tribulation, nothing can stop you. The only thing that can stop you is you. No situation, no circumstance, no piece of adversity can define your life. Never let a circumstance define you. And I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care if you say we outnumbered. We live by this and we die by this. We don't retreat. We don't run. We gonna stand, we gonna live, we gonna die by what we stand for, and everybody gonna know what we represent and what we're part of.
I got staying power. I got staying power.
Be encouraged today that no matter what you walk through, no matter how broken your marriage is, no matter how many times you failed,
there is within you a spirit that is greater than whatever is going on around you.
If you would be willing to fight your way through this battle, fight your way through cancer, fight your way through that academic struggle, fight your way through divorce, fight your way through it. If you are willing to fight your way through that singing career, fight your way through boxing, fight your way through football, I'm telling you, at the end of the fight is going to come victory.